quick video today. Ain't gonna take a whole lot of time. Just gonna go over a couple things. I ended up calling the CRST recruiter. I actually called the office in Alabama, and then they put me in contact with a recruiter and talked to her about 10 or 15 minutes. Anyways, she wanted to know when I wanted to start, and I was like, well, I'm not in a rush to get in there. I was thinking maybe later this year, maybe even first of the year. And she let me know that they have canceled all orientation for lease purchase until October. So they canceled all the August orientations and all the September orientations for the lease purchase on the flatbed side at CRST Malone because of a truck shortage. Not really a truck shortage. What it is the trucks are way overpriced. I'm hearing $250,000 for a truck that normally costs like 125, 150, something like that. So what's going on is it's not a shortage. They're sitting on the lots. There's trucks there. They're just not buying trucks at that price, and they're not going to buy trucks at that price until the price of the trucks come down. So what CRST is doing is they're just going to cancel orientations. They got a list. She told me they got a list of a bunch of people on there that would be ahead of me, assuming they don't go anywhere else. I mean, if they're looking for a job, they're probably going to sign up with another company and not going to wait 2 months and maybe more, because if there's a bunch of people on that list, then it's just going to back it up. So if I got on the list right now, I might not actually go to orientation till November or December, depending on how many people's in front of me and depending on how many people actually don't get another job and wait it out. So more than likely it's going to be first of the year for me. I'm going to fill an application out probably later this weekend. It is Labor Day weekend, so I'm off work on Monday, but we'll figure something out. I got her email address, asked her a couple things that I was wanting to know about. We talked about how it worked, how the lease purchase, not how the lease purchase worked, but how the self-dispatch worked, which I kind of knew pretty much everything on how that worked anyways, where you got to find your own loads, you're not given loads, you take your home time when you want, you go out when you want, work as long as you want, stuff like that, which I pretty much knew from talking to other drivers and stuff like that. I wanted to know, one of the things I want to know is, do I have to start an LLC for the lease purchase? She said, no, you don't have to. As long as you're on the lease purchase, you don't have to. It's something you can do down the road, but you don't have to do it to start there. You can just start and work like you would any other job, the way I understood it from her. And then, of course, you got a 2 to 3 year lease, so over the 2 or 3 years on that lease, you can set that up for whenever that's paid off, then you'd be good to go on that. I wasn't sure about that, because if that's something you needed set up beforehand, then I had to work on getting that done. And that was the reason why I wasn't getting in a rush to get into orientation like next week or the next 2 weeks, because I wanted to make sure everything was in line before we set that up. But as it falls out, or as it turns out, it looks like that it's going to be at least October before they start doing orientation for the lease purchase on the flatbed side, which is fine with me. And more than likely, it'll probably be first of the year for me, to be honest with you. That's what the original plan was, to wait later into the year and maybe even wait till first of the year. So that's going to work out pretty good. We went over experience, which I have flatbed experience, and that's not a problem. She said as long as it's verifiable flatbed experience, you're good to go, which it is. With the companies I work for, they can verify that. You need, I forget the numbers now. I didn't write it down. It's 3 months of verifiable flatbed and 6 months over the road, or 6 months of verifiable flatbed and 3 months over the road. Something to that effect. Which I told her that I've been running local for the last 5 years, and she said they'd have to check, but more than likely that wouldn't be a problem, because it's been 5 years since I've been doing it. Anyways, I won't find that stuff out till I actually get the application filled out and actually get that stuff rolling when they start checking that stuff out. And then at that point, they'll get me on the list and then give me kind of a ballpark of when my orientation would be, so I could go ahead and start this. So just wanted to let you guys know, I did say when I called the recruiter I'd make a quick little video about what we went over. Didn't go over a whole lot, but I did get her email address, so I can send, if I come up with any questions or something, I can send her any questions, and then of course she'll be able to answer it for me. So that was about it. I wanted to go over that. There wasn't another thing. She said that she had a driver down in Alabama that had a truck, and he was going to lease on to CRST, but he was looking for a driver, and she wanted to know if I would be interested in doing that until the lease purchase came available in October, November, whatever, I would be able to get in. And I said I had to think about it. I let her know because, like I told her, I wasn't in a rush to get into it, so I wasn't planned on doing it, you know, within the next couple of weeks or next week. The way she was talking, I could actually go down like next week and actually drive this guy's truck. I wouldn't be leasing the truck. He already owns the truck. I would just drive it for him. I wasn't sure exactly how that would work out. She didn't really go into great detail, but whenever she asked me if I'd be interested, I'd said, I'll think about it, but probably not at this time anyways, with what's going on with me. So anyways, that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video. I talked to a recruiter today, and if I find out anything else, I am talking to a couple of drivers. If I can get some numbers, some actual numbers from the fixed cost, I'm going to do a video on that and go re-over the numbers again. We'll see how that works out, but that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in another one.